Kia ora and welcome back to the HRPI. I'm Marie Tovio, Employment Relations Consultant, Private Investigator, and your guide to navigating New Zealand's trickier workplace situations. Today's case file is the safety net strategy, how putting the right HR foundations in place can protect your business, reduce stress, and prevent issues from escalating in the first place. This episode is grounded in New Zealand employment law and HR best practice, and it takes a slightly different angle from some of the earlier episodes, because rather than focusing on what to do when something goes wrong, this is about how to stop things getting to that point in the first place. And in my experience, that's where the real value sits. Because here's the reality. Many employers only reach out for support when something has already escalated. A disciplinary issue, a personal grievance, or another complex employment situation. At that point, the focus is often on managing risk and resolving the issue. But with the right structures in place, many of those situations can be avoided, or at least handled much earlier and more effectively. Under the Employment Relations Act 2000, employers are required to act in good faith and follow fair and reasonable processes. But compliance alone isn't the goal. A strong HR safety net supports consistency, clarity, and confidence in decision making. So what does that actually look like? Let's walk through a practical example. A growing business has a small team and no formal HR structure. Managers handle issues as they arise. There are employment agreements in place, but policies are limited and processes are informal. At first, things run smoothly, but as the business grows, different managers start handling issues differently. Expectations become unclear and small concerns begin to escalate. Eventually, a more serious issue arises, and the organisation finds itself dealing with a formal complaint. Now, compare that with a business that has taken a more proactive approach. They've put in place clear employment agreements, practical, up-to-date policies, and a consistent approach to managing people. Managers have access to guidance, templates, and support when issues arise. And importantly, they don't wait for problems to escalate. They address concerns early. That doesn't mean issues never arise, but when they do, they are handled more consistently, documented more clearly, and resolved more effectively. That's the difference a safety net makes. So, what are the key components of a strong HR safety net? First, solid foundations. That includes compliant employment agreements, clear policies, and well-defined expectations. Second, early intervention. Small issues are addressed before they become larger problems. That might be a quick conversation, a sense check on an approach, or a short piece of documentation. Third, consistency. Managers are supported to apply a consistent approach across the organisation. That reduces risk and supports fairness. Fourth, documentation. As we discussed in an earlier episode, having clear records makes a significant difference when issues arise. And finally, ongoing support and capability building. Managers are not expected to know everything, but they should know what to say or avoid in the early stages, as well as when to seek support, and feel confident doing so. Another important point is cost. There's often a perception that HR support is expensive, but in reality, the cost of reactive support, dealing with escalated issues, disputes or claims, particularly in today's more litigious environment, is usually far higher in terms of time, stress and financial impact, whereas proactive support tends to be more manageable, more predictable, far less disruptive, and supportive of the goals and direction that the organisation wants to take. So it's not just about compliance, it's about running your business effectively. So the key takeaways from today's case file are prevention is more effective than correction. Strong HR foundations support consistency and clarity, and for those who work with me, you know that helps build a high-performing team too. Early intervention reduces risk, and ongoing support builds capability and confidence. If you're looking at how to strengthen your HR approach, whether that's reviewing your foundations, supporting your managers, or putting a more structured safety net in place, that is exactly where I work with clients to create practical, tailored solutions. Don't hesitate to reach out to discuss options. The information in this podcast is provided as a general overview of key employment topics and does not replace tailored advice. Every situation is different, and the appropriate steps can vary depending on the specific circumstances. If you're unsure about how to proceed in your workplace, I encourage you to seek advice and support. Feel free to get in touch with me directly. The groundwork set, the risks reduced, and a reminder that the best HR outcomes are often the ones you never have to deal with. Mā te wā.